G'day, I'm Keeonra and welcome to Keeonra Music Live. Just taking a look at a couple of free instruments. Free for a limited time is the Irish Harp from Native Instruments, and free for however long they exist is the Uilleann Pipes. Now, I may have insulted a whole category, demographic, group of, selection of, collective, whatever you want to be called, group of people, wonderful people, the Irish. And I do have some Irish heritage, but like about 7, 8, 9 generations ago, long time. So I decided to put those two instruments together. Both are fairly recent releases, and the Irish Harp from Native Instruments is only available for free and only available until the 3rd of July. So pick it up. The links are in the description and the clicky bits below. So if you're joining me live, then please say g'day in the live chat. If you're seeing this on the replay, then I hope you enjoy. I'm just going to have a little bit of a poodle and noodle around the instruments, have a look, see, have a bit of a listen, and maybe get a bit of a tune together. Now, this sort of folky type music sort of reminds me of the days when I used to play the old tin whistle and recorders. So I actually do have the descant recorder and tenor recorder. I used to have a tin whistle, but I don't know where that is anymore. I think it broke many years ago. Anyway, but I used to play a lot of that sort of song, those instruments, because I played that style of music many years ago. But one of the instruments I do have is a bass recorder, a virtual bass recorder. So I was very excited to get this one. It sounds really nice, and I thought this would go well with the other instruments. It actually sounds a little bit higher than I remember playing it. It sounds almost like a tenor recorder. But no, it probably is. But it was. I really enjoyed playing the bass recorder. It has some lovely tones and sounds in with it. So I'm going to add that to it. I recently got this one. This was a paid instrument from Cafe Antico, I think. I'm not sure who the company is. But anyway, you can Google that. I haven't included a link to that one. But if you look up bass recorder virtual instrument, I think this is the only one. So, and this was only released in the last month or so, I believe. So, yeah, interesting instruments. I like them. Now, what I should do is put some colours in here. So I think what I need to do is put a bit of green. What's a nice green? Probably that one. And make this one perhaps orange. There we go. Does that sound about right? Does that look good? Are we good there? So the Uilleann Pipes, I don't know how to say it properly. It's really bad. I'm really bad at these things. That's really bright white, isn't it? They should have a dark mode. Spitfire Audio, have a dark mode. That would be good. I mean, it is labs. It is for free, so I can't complain too much. But if you've used the labs instruments before, again, link in the clicky bit below. And while you're there, like and ring the bell and subscribe and stuff if you choose to. You don't have to, but it would be nice. This does sound like bagpipes, but they are very different. Similar but different. They're Irish pipes, and they're called If you're Irish, put down in the comments below phonetically how to pronounce this. Uilleann Pipes. Not Scottish bagpipes. They are Irish Uilleann Pipes. And they do have a different sound, especially when you're playing the recorder still. Okay, let's try that again. That that's the Irish Harp. If I actually did the right, there we go. There we go. Click on the right one. It's very cool, isn't it? It's very nice. So they do have a slightly different tone and sound. So it's worth giving it a, downloading. They're free anyway. Same with the Irish Harp. The Irish Harp from Native Instruments. Again, the link is below. Free instrument for a limited time only until the 3rd of July. I was watching a walkthrough of this instrument by Native Instruments on YouTube, and wow, for a free instrument, this is so complex and you can do so many different things. So, for example, one thing you can do is change the scale, which is incredible. And what we can do is change it to D. And if I think Dorian makes sense for it because of the number of strings or something, I believe. There's a whole different articulations and things with it. There's also you can get presets with it. There's so we can put this down to D major. And it'll highlight the keys that shouldn't be played if you're playing in that scale. But there's also, lots of different types of sound effects. It's really, really interesting how they've done it all. If you get into it completely, again, I'd have to look at the video again to try and find out how to use it properly. But if you get to use it and give it a good look-see, then look-see, that's a bit of a strange word, isn't it? But if you take a good look at it, you'll find it can do so many things. So where was the, I don't think it's there. Outputs, no, not outputs, is it? No, not there. Okay, so I'm looking at the wrong thing. Somewhere here, there were some presets, and I can't remember where they are now. Path of Lullaby. No. Body Decay. There was a button something somewhere, and you could get lots of. Here we go. So there are. They're up here. So there's phrases that you can have in there, which I think is lovely. But there was a way to actually get to them somehow, and I can't remember how now. Anyway, so we're here somewhere. Extended. Scale guide extended. No. Right. So yeah, it's a really lovely little instrument. take a look at the YouTube video. I'd like to find out how I can get those presets to work again. Because it is quite complex in the instrument somehow, and I can't remember where to find it. No, I don't know. It was somewhere. Isn't that frustrating? Anyway. Okay. Because when I looked at it before, I thought, oh, yeah, that makes... Oh, there we go. It's down here. It was hiding. I thought it was always down the bottom here. There we go. So scroll down. This is why when we have this curiosity about us and we discover things and we learn things and it's all good. So here we go. We can do all sorts of wonderful things with the bits down the bottom if you scroll down, depending on your resolution on your monitor. I have things a little bit bigger because of my poor eyesight, so that's probably why. So there's scaler, there's a mixer here, which is insane with the amount of control you can get there. There's also mapping, and there's options for other stuff to do damping and all that sort of thing. You can also, with the phrasing, there's all these different phrases, and you can just hit play and they'll play. You can have it to sync for your door, whatever it is, or you can have it at that beats per minute. But it probably makes sense to sync it to your door, whatever your BPM is, or you can do it at half speed. Oh, more like a lullaby. Isn't that nice? And Ashley HM. Right. Yes, I am well. Thank you for joining me very briefly. You're away on holiday. Nice to be away on holidays. Always good to relax and catch up with others, etc., etc. Get out and about, which is great. So enjoy the holiday and enjoy the replay watching that. And thanks for saying g'day. I appreciate that. So, yes, if you get to do this, we've got, once you find a preset that you like, Path of Lullaby. Isn't that nice? So there's lots of different, looks like there's 6 presets. Path of Lullaby. And you can use the key switches if you wanted to enter it just as MIDI, or you can, and I'll just do this quickly now that I found it, scroll down. Honestly, see this little thing here, right here, just here, you can drag and drop that and there's your MIDI. Look at that. And then you can just, if we put our door beats per minute on 104, the same as a sample, or the MIDI here, we can just play it. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that nice? And what you can do from there is this. Haha. Let's try this. Now, of course, a bass recorder can't play that. But what we can do is edit the notes and make it work. So let's give that a try and see if we can come up with a little something. Yeah, catch you later, Ashley HM. Thank you for joining in the chat and saying g'day. Appreciate that. Let's have a look-see. So if we're in the key of I don't know what, it's saying C major. That works. We can do that. But it's actually in D. D major. There's a reason, method for my madness. So if we go back to the beginning. It's trying. It's not doing well. So let's have a look at going. It's a bass recorder, so let's just do the bass notes, hey? As boring as that is. But I think that'll work better. Isn't this fun? Let's go with that. It's a pretty boring bass line, but that's okay. It's simple. Keep it simple. Let's keep it simple. And I think if we have a look at the bass recorder, what is going on there? If we have it on there, there's the plain notes. Let's solo that. Why? Because it's got key switches down there. We don't want the key switches. We just want it on the one. Let's keep it to that. Let's put it with the harp and hear what it sounds like. See how we go. From the beginning. Isn't that nice? Isn't that lovely? So there we go. Done and dusted. Oh, wait. No, there's one more. There's the Uilleann Pipes. I think I said it correctly that time. Uilleann. Let's see what we can do here. And actually, I wonder if we just copy that straight up, take out the key, the key switches, whether we can edit that. Let's give that a go, actually. Let's get rid of those. And I do like, I've changed, for those who are looking at this going, what's happened to all the different colours? It's because I've actually got this up here, instead of showing velocity, which is how hard you hit the keys, I've got it to pitch to help me look at notes. And this is another wonderful thing of Cubase, which is kind of cool, which I much prefer to know what notes I'm looking at, again, due to the really poor eyesight. But that's okay. Now I'm thinking this will sound pretty awful. Do I dare press play? Let's give it a shot. Yep, that's ghastly. So, yeah, it won't even play the high notes. So I'm thinking it needs to be a bit of the harmony in there. Let's go with that. So we take out the bass notes that the bass recorder's playing. And we'll take out the high notes because it's too high for the instrument anyway. And we'll see if it can play the rest, perhaps. Let's have a go. No. I think it's just better with those notes, hey? Let's give it a shot. What could possibly go wrong? Now, that sounds awful. Guaranteed. It does. So what I'm thinking of is that we extend it, the notes all the way through. And see what this sounds like. Something like that. Now I've got to put it into context to see if it sounds okay. See as you look, and let's hear if it sounds okay. That sounds better. No, that sounds disgusting. So we need to find something else, another part for the pipes to play. Because the Irish harp sounds really good. But I'm thinking what we need to do is let the Uilleann Pipes play a part and the Irish harp play a part. I think that would work better. So, for example, nope, that was the wrong way around. Let's try that. Very boring, and I think what is going on is the recorder plays the bass part well. So what we do need is let's get rid of that. And what we need to do is duplicate that, try that again. But what we need to do is work out a part that works well for the pipes. So if we're going to play, it needs to be something like that. So we can possibly, if we do something like this, no, let's do, yeah, that could work. And something like that, and it just does those notes. What do you think? Could that work? We could give that a try. Get rid of all of the high notes. Get rid of the key switches. And just play this. Yeah. It needs to flow a little bit more. So because it's a bit syncopated, I think we need to go to 16th triplets, and that might give us the grid lines we're after. And we'll zoom in a bit and we'll bring those notes to the end there. That's better. Still not. There we go. 32 triplets. Or are they just straight 32s? Or are they straight 16ths? It's hard to tell. No, definitely not 16ths. Closer to 16th triplets because it was off the beat. but I think 32 is going to give us the right number of lines. Yeah, I think it's 32. Okay, but I think I might have to take the snap off anyway. Just join those notes up so they all line up to the beginning of the other notes, and then I think we'll be right. Let's play it from the start, just the first little bit. See, I think we're on to something now. Trial and error. Trial and error. I mean, this is not the next greatest hit, but, you know, we're just playing around with a couple of new instruments, finding out what works, what doesn't work. I think it's good to experiment and try different things. So, all right, so that's working. That's good. Let's continue doing that. And just extend all of those notes so they go to the beginning of the next note. And it's slightly off, which is nice because it makes it a bit more humanized when it doesn't completely match up to the grid lines. That's cool. Cool. See, as well, the harp can require, the harp sort of, that instrument requires different MIDI. We can use the same MIDI and just edit it accordingly to bring in a different instrument. And then we can even edit all the MIDI and change things around and add bits and take things away and create our own sound, because that's what is really cool about all of this. So that kind of works, and I think I better save it before I go too much further. You know what's wrong with this? It's in the wrong key. So this is, if that plays, what notes is it playing? Okay, so that's playing a D, but is it really playing a D? Aha, it's playing an E. So if we program that as a D, it's actually not playing a D, that's playing an E. Right. Let's just double check that. That's why it's sounding off. That's a D on the bass recorder. That's a D on the harp. That is not a D, but that is on my keyboard, a D on the Uilleann Pipes. What are you doing, Spitfire Audio? It said something about you can change it or something about it's... So they've got it as a D instrument. It's not actually a D. Why is it? Ah, that would be me. Let's try that again. See, this is what happens when you play with too many knobs. And you stuff things up. This should sound better now, because if you noticed what I was doing, you can tune things up or down, and I bumped this earlier and I Pebcac, problem exists between the keyboard and the chair. This should sound better. Should. I'm not sure whether I should press play or not now. It doesn't sound too bad. So, I mean, it's created to be on a loop, so it's okay. But I think I don't think you're ever going to... In real life, you would never get these 3 instruments to balance properly. But what we can do is we can just, turn the gain down a bit of the pipes by a few decibels and see if it works. And I think we might do the same with the bass recorder. Bass recorder's usually not very loud at all. It's very hard to hear. Not bad. So that's not too bad. Now what you could find, and I had a look before, and in my collection of all my plethora of instruments, I do not have an Irish open drum, which I thought I had. I couldn't even find a cajon, which I'm pretty sure I have somewhere, to have a little bit of a beat to it. So let's see if I can have another little look-see for a cajon. No. Anything in maybe contact, let's look for a cajon. No. Anything in percussion? BBC. BBC orchestra's separate, isn't it? Got Cineperk. Let's see. There we go. Frame drums. I knew I had something somewhere. So a frame drum is what you'd want. Let's hear how this sounds. So we've got full microphones on, close and tight. Yep, that sounds good. Yeah, I think we can just work with that. So, let's go from the start and have a little listen. I think the beat needs to be a little bit more than that. I think it sounds out of pitch with the rest of the instruments too. Maybe that one will sound better. Because I know that they usually play it fairly fast, I believe. Let's record, and what could possibly go wrong? Well, should we try that again and not have it as loud and see where it goes rather than straight out the door? Now I've got to find the keys. My finger drumming isn't terribly good, so bear with me. Well, let's fix that up, shall we? Quantize it to something. Let's press quantize and see where it goes. I think there was a bit of a slip there. I think if we actually did this to eighth triplets, maybe. Let's see if that did anything useful. Meh, why not? Hey, it could work. You never know. It kind of works. It kind of works. I mean, I am originally from Adelaide, and one of the great pubs I used to go there on a semi-regular basis was one of a central Irish pub, and I can't remember the name of it. But it was a great pub. There's a really good one here in Perth as well. I think is Rosie O'Grady's, which I've been to lots. And they often have little bands playing traditional Irish instruments like this. And it just reminds me of that. It's really cool to play instruments like this, to just get inspired to create something a little bit different. And I think this is really cool. So let's have a little listen now to perhaps a little bit more of the Uilleann Pipes. No, sorry, not that one. That is the free one all the time. So again, link in the description below. Check it out from Spitfire Audio Labs, the free labs. So many free instruments. The Irish Harp is a free instrument from Native Instruments. Again, the link's in the description below. And it is only free and available until the 3rd of July. I would imagine then it will not be available because the Haifa free instrument that they gave away in January was a limited time free only instrument, and that is no longer available. I do have that one, and it's a really nice instrument, and it's free. It's my favourite price. Free is good. So it's worth checking out, and if you think, oh, will I ever use it? Grab it anyway. It works with a free Contact player too, for those that don't have the paid version of Contact, and that's okay. So let's scroll down. Yes, scroll down. Let's listen to some others of here, and maybe we could mash something together, maybe? Who knows? What's this one? Oh, it's a little bit different. Oh, the other thing too is check out the edit. You can actually edit the bits of it that's played. So, oh, hang on. And then there's more. Oh, look at here. The Dark Bard. Okay. Isn't that lovely? So if you're joining me for other videos that I might do on my channel, you might be hearing some of this in the background. Funny that. But isn't that nice? Okay. Oh, look, get this instrument. You got to get it. Why wouldn't you? It's got all these different presets. So, yeah, it says contemporary and there's traditional. And there's all of these. April Rain one. Isn't that nice? And they've gone back to the... Stop that. It keeps going back to the path of lullaby. Let's play that one. April Rain 3. They've got some really nice things in here. That's really cool. They've got some really cool things. All right, so if we do this and we drag and drop this to Irish Harp to here, let's have a look at this one. This is the end of the last one. Of course, I should take that off. Okay. I'm not sure whether that's still in the same key. It should be. But I'm not sure. Yeah, it says D major up there. D major here, so that's fine. Yeah, that works. Isn't that lovely? So what we could do again is give a bit of a link between the two. So this is the drum. And I think if we grab the drum from there, that beat, half. One and a half bars, isn't it? How does it sound? Really? Yeah, that could work. reckon if we extend that out to there, bear with me, there's method in my madness, we're getting there. That's that, and then do that again, and then we copy that because I kind of like that. So then it sounds like this. Yeah, that kind of works. So we can repeat that. And I don't know how long for. We'll find out. Okay, that was too long. We only need to there. That's okay. That kind of works. Let's go with that. Let's extend our thingy out to the end there. Let's, what are our bass notes here? Oh, they're key switches down here. So we've got D. I reckon let's copy this across and see if it works. And if it doesn't, we can change certain notes. Why won't you work? Here we go. Nice. And then I don't think the pipes are going to work. We'll have to work something out there. But it would be nice, I think, if the pipe sort of introduced us and carried us over to the next bit, which was just the recorder and just the harp and the drums, just for something a little bit different, maybe. So let's extend that anyway, and it might be a case of we might come up with something, perhaps. Who knows? Who knows? Let's just listen to this first. That's not too bad. The drums are very loud. Let's turn the drums right down. Or not, it's fine. Don't have to work, it's great. Just behave. What note does this start on then? D. Okay. Okay, so it needs to be half a bar. Turn snap on would help as well. Okay, and we'll delete that one and we'll just go from there. Some of the notes aren't matching up there, are they? So, what are we doing? I think we were right then. And then I think what we can do is go to here. Just have that as a little bit of a thingy. Let's listen. Take it off solo, geese. Where's that? That's beginning of the second bar, that bar. And then maybe. Let's hear what it all sounds like now, perhaps. Confidently, she says, it'll sound great. What could possibly go wrong? All together then. What I'm thinking is to not have the bass recorder there and just showcase the harp. Less is more, my friends, less is more. Let's save it. Well, there you go. I think I've done it. You never know. It doesn't sound too bad. It's not too bad. Let's do a bit of this. Yeah, that works. We can do with that. And then all of that copied to there as well. Uh-oh, what happened? Copied to there. So we I always do that. I don't know why. And that should work seamlessly if we turn the looping off. Just make it. And then we go from here. That kind of works. And then we can just finish it there. That's nice. That's a nice way to end. About that last beat needs to be taken out. Among those. Nice. I think I've done it. as I say, I've used the sort of the presets for the harp, and you certainly don't need to. Scroll down to the bottom to find all of that, by the way. But you can just simply use the instrument as an instrument and play the keys. If you actually wanted to play individual notes and program something yourself, but I think I might use this in the future as this is something to start me off, and then I'll play with the MIDI and move things around and make it my own. But at least it's nice to get a bit of an idea of the rhythm and what the instrument can do, and a bit more about how traditional Irish music is played. And I think this is just nice to have a play around with. And will it make it into my next greatest hit? Well, I'm never going to have a greatest hit. Let's be realistic with that, shall we? But could I incorporate it into a song? Absolutely I will, because I love recorders. I mean, who doesn't? Okay, many of you. I can hear the crowd roar and gather their pitchforks and light torches and things with flames and things, trying to... Anyway, look, that's the end of the hour, so it's time to go. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you want to get the free instruments, Uilleann Pipes from Spitfire Audio Labs, free instrument available all the time with all their labs instruments. It is great. Limited time only. The if you wanted to take a look at the Irish Harp, the Irish Harp, then, you know, download it for free. The clicky bit's in the description below. From Native Instruments, limited time only. What a lovely, lovely free instrument to work with, a free contact. And look, the bass recorder, if you're looking for something like that, it is available. It's not that expensive. I haven't put the link in the description for that one. You can Google that. I'll let you. And I was able to find a frame drum in Cine Samples Percussion, which I have previously purchased, again on sale. I don't buy anything when it's not on sale, but that was some time ago. So look, let's have one last listen. I'll take me out of the picture. So on that happy note, until then, a bit more. Catch me tomorrow for my next live stream. I don't know what I'll be doing yet. I'll have to think about something to do. I think there's a bit of a competition coming up for the QTube, so I might do that, or I might do something else. I might do some trance music. I might just look at instruments, see what happens. This has been fun, looking at new things. So take care of yourselves, and we'll have one last listen from the top of this one, and I'll see you next time. Take care.